Thank you to our sponsor, miraclesmanifestorhoodies.com. I truly love the quality, colors, and meaning behind these zodiac sign sweatshirts, as well as the mission and purpose of the brand, which is combining the power of positive thoughts and manifestation with the highest quality clothing, styles, and fashion to keep everyday inspiration, motivation, and the energy of optimism alive in you. So go ahead and make this sweatshirt your new lucky charm and use coupon code Nadiya at checkout. Links are in the description below. Hello, fabulous superstar Gemini. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of April 2022. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. It is a remarkable astrological month, without a doubt. Big moves happening in the sky now. It really is such an important time. Now, it starts a little unassuming. We do have a new moon to begin the month right out of the gate on the 1st, and then a full moon mid-month, but it really is what happens at the end of the month that is going to get a lot of the glitz and glamour and glory. We have a solar eclipse set to take place, and that solar eclipse will be taking place hand in hand with Uranus, happening right under the light of the annual meeting of Jupiter and Venus, along with Pluto, newly retrograde, standing still in the sky. There's a lot of intensity as we begin eclipse season at the end of the month that will carry us into the next. Now, I'm going to take it one at a time. Let's start with what happens right out of the gate on the 1st. That new moon is happening in a part of the sky for you that has to do with friendships and group alliances. The new moon will be taking place hand in hand in the sky with Mercury and Chiron. So there is a sense of vulnerability at this time. There's also a sense perhaps of being exposed, perhaps in a broad way as well. And what I mean by that is, look, this is a part of the sky that connects you to the masses. Now that could be through social media, that could be traditional media, but this may represent a time when you feel as if a lot of people are being reached in a way that has you feeling exposed or vulnerable. That's one possibility here. Another possibility is that this could be a social event or connecting with friends, and it ends up leading you down a pathway where you end up speaking of things that perhaps aren't necessarily easy to share, and yet there's something healing about what is being exchanged. How it is that you address your own feelings of vulnerability will help you to channel it towards your own growth, your own wisdom, your own healing, and very likely facilitating the healing of others. It does involve you being willing to share. And in sharing, in communicating, you find these very healthy bridges that you're able to create in the process. So whether this is a social event, whether this is communicating or connecting with friends in a way that brings genuine healing to those alliances, or whether this is something that ends up being more personal yet significant, whether this feels as if a lot of people are knowing you that you don't know personally, or whether it is those more personal, direct connections. In some way, your reach is expanding. In some way, you're connecting with others, and the intention behind it can lend itself to a positive sense of you overcoming what previously might have felt difficult to overcome and finding a genuine sense of companionship in the process. Now, as we navigate to the middle of the month, that is when we are going to have this month's full moon. That full moon takes place on the 16th, and this particular full moon is going to be speaking in harmony with Saturn, bringing an energy of stability into the mix. Now, the full moon takes place in a part of the sky for you that has to do with what you want in your heart of hearts in every area of life. Now that includes in terms of your creative fulfillment. This includes children you have, children that you want. Whatever is taking place now, though, it seems to have a very natural progression. There isn't a lot of energy of surprise here. It's more an energy of stability and certainty, taking one step at a time and having a sense of maturity as you are addressing matters of what you feel is going to bring you a genuine sense of joy. If it is that you use your creativity to your advantage in some way, whether you are somebody who creates and shares that with other people, well, this can be a time of some new opportunity that feels like a step up and that feels like it creates greater stability in your life. If it is that you're using this energy more expansively, having to do with understanding happiness, well, the answers you find now are the kind that are, again, rooted in maturity and that help you to move towards happiness that also has an element of self-respect to it as well. But the glitz, the glamour, the glory is going to that eclipse that we end the month on the 30th of April. That solar eclipse is happening in the sign just before yours, hand in hand with Uranus. So there's a real sense here of what you didn't know, very quickly becoming aware. The energy is surprising, it is sudden. But ultimately, whatever it is that comes forward now, that comes into your awareness now, it's like its time has come. It's like you're ready to understand as part of karmic changes that are ready to take place. When we have important events take place in the sign just before yours, it represents a time when the universe is setting the stage so that you can live that much more fully coming up ahead. And that period coming up ahead isn't that far away. It is going to be next month that we are going to have a new moon in your sign, and that is going to represent a brand new chapter for you, rooted in clarity about who you are. Right now, it is about understanding perhaps what you no longer need to carry forward as part of finding a greater sense of acceptance and peace with yourself and with your journey, knowing that the universe is setting the stage for you to live that much more fully, for you to embrace a new chapter right around the corner. And so, yes, the realizations now can be related to any person, place, thing, or situation, but it's like what you didn't know, what had eluded you in the past, all of a sudden comes into your awareness and changes a lot for you now. This can be a shift on a level of your own energy. And so, on a level of soul and psyche and spirit, there's going to be some Geminis that feel like they just wake up and they feel different. Something has changed for them, and there's no turning back forward from here. And why would you? Because really, the best is yet to be. There's a lot of love under the light of this particular eclipse as well. Under the light of the eclipse, we are going to have the annual meeting of Venus and Jupiter, which is sometimes called the most romantic day of the year. It's just this time Venus is very strongly placed in the sky. Venus at this point is hand in hand with Jupiter at what is called the exaltation point of Venus, meaning she is at the height of her power here. And as she is at the height of her power, at the very top of your sky, the energy now is not just about what's shifting, but there's an energy here of success and ambition, an energy here of looking onward and upward, an energy here of keeping yourself moving forward, of having a sense of knowing that there is a higher, more loving vision for your life. Having that faith feels so strong now, and knowing that whatever's changing now ultimately is part of aligning you with that higher, more loving vision. Whatever you're coming to realize now, for some Geminis may not necessarily feel comfortable. For others, it's just going to be a realization in a dream, and you wake up feeling different. But for some Geminis, it really may feel as if you didn't know, and now that you know, you're not really sure what direction you're meant to go in next, and that's okay. As Eckhart Tolle says, if you get comfortable with uncertainty, infinite possibilities open up for you. And for some Geminis, not all, there may be a moment of uncertainty under the light of this eclipse. However, this eclipse opens up a pathway to eclipse season that'll carry you into next month, where, in many ways, the answers you're seeking you will find. Now, where it comes to matters of love, I'm going right back to that full moon. That full moon is taking place in that heart-oriented part of the sky. That also has to do with romance and flirtation and what the heart truly wants. That full moon, speaking in supreme harmony with Saturn, does suggest that whatever is happening now in the context of love has real long-term potential to it. That most romantic day of the year that happens towards the end of the month, happening at the very top of your sky, makes love decidedly consequential. Helps you to see the big picture in love and evaluate if you like the direction you're going in. So for those of you open to meeting someone new, that full moon energy is a wonderful time. Someone that you may meet while you're enjoying yourself, while you're having fun, may be the person with real long-term potential here. It seems like you're not necessarily feeling very frivolous under the light of this full moon, and that's not a bad thing either. And so be open, have fun, but it's a good idea if your fun is aligned with purpose in some way, some sense of your own ambition. In that way, you'll be able to tap into the different ways in which this energy can come forward, ultimately helping you to connect with other people on a heart level. For those of you just starting to date somebody, well, look, this full moon is one that represents maturity and culmination. For some Geminis out there, this is going to be a time of solidifying the connection. What you come to understand about yourself and what you're feeling helps you to move in a direction where you're able to commit to this person, to feel a sense of stability. However, there are also going to be those Geminis out there that are going to have realizations under the light of this full moon that help them to be honest that perhaps they don't really want to be with this person. Either way, you're coming to a genuine understanding about what you really feel and whether or not you feel there is long-term potential here. If you do, the bond will strengthen. If you don't, that'll be obvious to you as well. And for those of you in an established bond, well, look, I do like that energy of that full moon. I think that is going to end up being an important time frame that helps the two of you feel more connected, more committed on a heart level. It is the end of the month, though, that I think is going to be very consequential in committed relationships because so much of the energy is all or nothing. And it's going to help you to understand if this is somebody that you truly feel is part of a higher, more loving vision for your life. And part of that energy of realization, well, look, it's possible it can play out in all kinds of ways in terms of what you didn't know, now you do. It could be what you didn't realize about yourself, but yes, it could be related to your partnership as well. And for many Geminis out there, I would say for most Geminis out there, what you come to realize helps to solidify the bond. It's like the two of you strengthen and feel that much more connected on a level of joint purpose together, moving onward and upward. However, there is going to be a percentage of Geminis out there who in an instant are going to realize some truths about themselves or about their partner as well that leads you to a different conclusion. And if that's the case, you'll be ready to go in a different direction. What I love about this month for you, wow, what a powerful time it is, without a doubt. All of us are going to feel the magnitude of this time. It is a time when I think you will be feeling very much aware of what is changing now. And a part of that change is going to be within yourself. The end of the month can bring with it some sense of advancement, some career, some success that you feel is a massive blessing. But it can also bring with it personal change as you come to a depth of realization as to the truth of a particular person, place, thing, or situation, or a truth about you. This sense of clarity now, though, will be just what you need to motivate your journey forward from here. More mysteries will be revealed and will find their resolution once we enter into May as part of a brand new beginning right around the corner. Well, thank you so much for watching. I'm truly so grateful for it. And a big shout out and thank you to my sponsor for this month's video, MiracleManifestorHoodies.com. They have made these incredible, luxurious, embroidered sweatshirt. They are such amazing quality sweatshirts. I don't think I've ever worn a sweatshirt with this great quality before in my life, I'll tell you. They feel so good to wear. And I've loved working with this company. They are incredible entrepreneurs who really believe that we can manifest miracles in our life and created these sweatshirts to be your lucky charm. So I hope that you'll check them out at miraclemanifestorhoodies.com and use code Nadiya at checkout for a discount. Thank you again for watching. It'll be a great month. Enjoy. Welcome to the exciting rebirth of Superstar, featuring choose your membership rate as low as just $3 a month. At Superstar, you get expanded, exclusive video scopes each and every week, unlimited access to special horoscopes, class passes for Synchronicity University, consultations with me, and so much more. All of this in the Superstar space. I look forward to meeting you there.